You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
It's been interesting to watch the chatter leading up to UFC 322, especially now that Craig Jones' name has been pulled right back into the mix. So let me walk you through what's going on, because it's turning into one of those storylines that fans love. A bit of technique talk, a bit of rivalry, and quite a bit of humor thrown in. Islam Makhachev, the current force at lightweight, and now stepping up to headline against Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight title, has openly dismissed the idea that Craig Jones poses any real threat to his preparation. And this isn't surprising if you followed Makhachev's mentality over the years. He's extremely steady, extremely confident, and not one to buy into hype around short-term strategic additions. Jones, as many people know, played a major role in helping Alexander Volkanovski prepare for both of his title fights against Makhachev. In fact, the first one at UFC 284 was razor close, with Volkanovski putting on one of his best performances. Because of that, some analysts, like Din Thomas, started framing Jones as a kind of tactical secret weapon, someone who might finally help crack that famously dominant Dagestani wrestling style. But Makhachev isn't having any of it. When Craig Jones' involvement with Della Maddalena was mentioned, he practically brushed the idea off. His point was simple. Bringing in a specialist for one or two camps isn't enough to suddenly close the gap on fighters who've been building their style over decades. He even referenced Khamzat Chimaev's fight with Dricus du Plessis, saying that even with a big coaching team brought in, the results weren't magically transformed. In his mind, it just doesn't work like that. Of course, Craig Jones had a response ready, and he went the playful route, posting on Instagram with a joke about sending Makhachev to Australia for 2 or 3 years, and calling out the look on Makhachev's face in a way only Jones can. If nothing else, he kept the tone light while still tossing a jab back. Now all of this is adding a fun layer to UFC 322. Jack Della Maddalena is stepping in for his first title defense, undefeated in the UFC so far, and having Jones in his camp certainly gives fans something new to talk about. Whether it actually shifts the matchup remains to be seen, but it's clear that Makhachev isn't losing any sleep over it, and that tension, the confidence from one side and the strategic experimentation from the other, is exactly what makes this fight feel even more intriguing as we head into Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. Stay subscribed for more videos.